What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another recap, Week 2, 2015 NFL season. I have to say, though, man, before I get started with this recap, I'm depressed. This was by far one of the most ridiculous NFL weekends ever, including the Thursday night game. Las Vegas made out a lot. A lot of people lost their houses. A lot of people will be divorced. It's just games that you just couldn't bet. You just couldn't bet. So I just want to say that before I get started, because I'm going to be a lot, based on my fantasy team, I may come off a little bit biased. And if you guys agree with me, feel free to leave it in the comments. If you don't, okay, let me know why. And we continue to keep the conversation going professionally. But I'm really, really disgusted with a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Denver at Kansas City. Okay, if you guys follow me on Twitter at GmiasWorld, you would know that I said that, Peyton has a noodle arm. He's done. He's a bum. All these things like this. Do I still believe that? Absolutely. Does the Kansas City Chiefs suck? Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay? There is no way that they should have lost this game. They gave this game away. They had it completely locked up. They had it completely under control. Then this motherfucker Peyton Manning went and go drank some kind of water from the fountain of youth, started hurrying up offense, doing all kinds of crazy madman shit. And then before you know it, it was just over. It was over. I really just don't understand. Listen, and I am in no way taking away from Peyton Manning's greatness. All I'm saying is at this point in his career, he may just be a little bit washed up. Just a little. Just a little bit washed up. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Not being disrespectful. I'm just going based on visual observation. I don't know if I have to use observation when I say visual. It's already implied. But just looking at what he's doing with his arm and his throws, he said he lost feeling in his fingertips, all kinds of crazy shit. Listen, all I'm saying is this. Kansas City should have won that game. Whatever you guys want to say about it, go ahead and say it. I'm just going based on watching the game, seeing the way it was going, how it started off. Jamal Charles fumbled. I'm just so I don't want to talk about it anymore. I know it's supposed to be a recap, but when you're looking at stuff like this, it's just so disgusting to watch these teams go out there and implode like assholes. Really? You're going to go out there and bruh, Alex Smith is a fucking bum. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really trying to knock the Chiefs, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm knocking them, it's just like when you say no disrespect and then you say something crazy. I'm not intending to be disrespectful. That's not my intention. I'm just being honest. And that's what you're going to get from my recaps. You can go back to when I did it. Go back years. If you don't remember what was happening in years back, go back. Go check my playlist of NFL recaps. I'm just speaking honestly about what I see in the game. Did Denver deserve to win that game? Yes, because they wanted it more. But Kansas City was they had the game under control early on. If they would have kept that momentum, it would have been a wrap for Denver. Peyton Manning was making horrible throws. He was giving it to them. And then they gave the game away. That's my opinion of it. Whatever you guys want to say about it, let me know about it. You know what I'm saying? Leave it in the comments. But, I still stand by my argument that Peyton Manning he has a noodle arm, and he's just not the same, bro. And if dudes put some pressure on him, he's going to throw picks. Listen, he's going to throw picks. But Kansas City just got softer than tissue paper, dog. Wet tissue paper. They just got soft. And that's what the case was. And I'm sticking by that. I think Peyton Manning is going to be exposed this year because somebody's going to blast him and he's just going to start throwing the ball directly to the defense because it's not the same, man. His throws are not the same. They're wobbly. They're in the air forever. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's my opinion. Kansas City sucks. Denver may have reached out and found something. Maybe you're going to stay with the hurry up offense, whatever, and keep it going. Maybe that'll be what will save them this year. But again, I just don't see it. I just don't see Peyton Manning taking them anywhere this year. Will they make the playoffs? Starting off 2-0 is pretty good. So there's a high percentage chance. But you know what I'm saying? A dead clock is right twice a day. So I don't know. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening with it. I stand by my whole proclamation. Peyton Manning is a noodle arm, son of a gun. But at the same time, he did get up a 70,000 yards or something like that. And congratulations to him for that. He probably wanted to stay just to take Brett Favre's record. That's fine. But this should possibly be his last season. I don't see him. I don't even know, man. You guys let me know. I don't want to talk about Peyton Manning anymore because he pissed me off by winning this game. And I had Kansas City winning. So that's just another fucking thing that I'm pissed off about. So let's get to the next game. New England at Buffalo. New England 40, Buffalo 32. Rex Ryan talks a good game. I'm from New York. He came to New York Took the Jets to the conference championship game 2 years in a row. Some shit like that with fucking dirty ass Mark Sanchez. He's a player's coach. I like Rex. I like Rex as a defensive coordinator though, not as a fucking head coach. I don't know. I think him and his brother are just defensive coaches. He's a lot better at defense than his brother is, but I think they're just defensive coaches, to be honest with you. Tom Brady came out there with a stiff erection. This game is a lot closer than it actually was by the ending score, and that's probably because they allow people to score so that they fuck up the lines and then people get fucked over in Vegas, but that's another story. Tyrod Taylor, he threw a lot of picks this game. Bill Belichick has a lot of success against, new quarterbacks and shit like that. So I knew that Buffalo was going to lose this game, but I really thought that they may have upset the Patriots. I really thought they could upset the Patriots because their defense played out of their minds the week before. But as we know, it was just the Colts because they're fucking garbage. And I'm going to get to them. They're the last game. They fucking suck. They suck. But yeah, they were doing things like selling inflation devices for Tom Brady to try to get in his head. Bro, Tom Brady's one of the all-time greats. And I know he throws a lot of bad passes from time to time and shit like that. But when it's money time, he gets it done. I understand the Tuck rule was created on some bullshit, and the Raiders fans still are missing a Super Bowl possibly from that Tuck rule. But Tom Brady has gone on to do a lot of things that weren't easy, and he deserves credit for that, man. He deserves a lot of credit for that, and it is what it is. It's a game where I think Tom Brady just wanted it. He just wanted it more than the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills came out and they didn't play like they didn't play with a sense of urgency. And you can't do that against a Bill Belichick coach team. And guys have to give him credit. Cheater, no cheater, whatever, Spygate, Ballsgate, Ballsackgate, whatever kind of gate, Bill Belichick comes to play every week. And he's one of the most prepared coaches that I've ever seen in any sport. Every fucking week he plays, even when he loses, he's prepared. And guys have to give him credit for that. And that's all I'm saying about that. But I know everybody expected the Patriots to win this game. I don't know when the last. I think the Buffalo and New England. I don't know. It's good. The next time they play, though, I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo upsets them. I wouldn't be surprised. Houston at Carolina. Carolina 24, Houston 17. Okay, this is gonna be real quick. Cam Newton, listen, bro. He made some decent throws this game. I understand that he's missing Kelvin Benjamin, but my opinion about Cam Newton still stands. He has all the potential in this world. And he's not utilized correctly. I don't know if it's Riverboat Ron. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's having sex with, girls that got diseases and is fucking with his mind. I don't know what he's doing. He's just not playing up to par. He's not playing up to par. I understand it's a Houston Texans defense. I understand that. J.J. Watt, as great of a player as he is, he's not producing wins. I can't really, it's just really fucked up, man. Houston has a chance all the time to be successful. They don't have a quarterback. They just don't have a quarterback. I don't even know who's fucking throwing the ball for them. And I was watching the game and I'm looking at the back of his jersey. I knew they had the other guy that came over from the Browns, Hoyer, and then they put in some other guy for him. And I just couldn't keep up with the bum status. And it just really fucking pisses me off that there's a lot of players that play in arena football, that play Canadian Football League, that can do so much better, and they just don't get a chance, bro. For whatever reason, they don't get a chance, and they recycle these same bums. They recycle the same bums, and instead of making the league more competitive, they recycle the same bums, and it's just starting to become a problem to me. It's starting to become a problem. Like, you got the quarterback is one of the most important positions on the field. So why the fuck are you guys doing dumb shit like this? Why is this happening? Why is this bum running around? I don't know what the fuck his name is. I didn't even want to look at the back of his jersey. Why is he running around throwing passes in the NFL? I just can't, bro. Congratulations to Carolina. Good win. That's fine. Cam Newton has to step it up. When Cam Newton steps it up, I'll be the first person to give him some props. But he's just not showing me a lot. And that's it. He's just not showing me what he's really capable of. He's not showing me what he's really capable of. That's the problem. Until then, I can't really give him the props he deserves. Arizona at Chicago. Jay Cutler got hurt. A lot of people were happy about it. It's sad that, I understand he's a bum. Trust me when I tell you, I understand he's a bum, but I can't really wish injury on any player. Or any oh man, we're going to get to Cam Newton's flip. I forgot to mention that. That's the biggest part about what happened with that game with Carolina was his flip. He is an elite athlete. He's an elite athlete. He is. He just doesn't put everything together every week, bro. I don't know his preparation, the coach, whatever it is. He just doesn't put everything together the way that it should be. That's my problem with Cam Newton. Now let me get back to Jay Cutler. A lot of people were so happy that he was hurt. I understand that. He's overpaid, he's a bum, etc., etc. But you don't want to start wishing, injury on people and shit like that. It's just not a cool thing to do. I understand. I like to beat people when they're 100%. Are they 100% with Jay Cutler? Probably not. Jay Cutler's a bum. I'm going to be honest with you, and he's a rich bum. So guys can laugh all they want. He got a lot of guaranteed money. Laugh all you want. But he's laughing all the way to the bank. Arizona is really, really impressing me. I hate Carson Palmer for a multitude of reasons. I just think he's a bum. I think that he likes to throw ducks when everything is on the line. I think that he just... I don't know what it is about him. I know he has a girl knee in after he had that ACL injury. I don't know what it is about him, but I give him a lot of respect, man. He's coming out, he's playing ball. 3 touchdowns to fucking Larry Fitzgerald last week. And I was playing against Larry Fitzgerald in fantasy, and he just destroyed my team. But I give him a lot of credit. I give Arizona right now. I think Arizona's flying high. Chicago, not so much. Chicago, there's really nothing to discuss. John Fox, I don't know what he's doing there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what he's doing. Like, it's amazing how these coaches get recycled and they're bums. Like, John Fox, you serious, bro? Like, you really think you're gonna go from Denver to Chicago and do something? John Fox, your time was when you were with the Panthers, when you had a chance in the Super Bowl and they went for it on 4th and inches and they really didn't get it, but they gave it to him anyway. Your window was done since then, Mr. Fox. Other than that, you're done right now. So, Chicago fans, sorry. Very, very sorry. You guys are not going anywhere. I apologize, but I gotta be honest with you. Arizona, on the other hand, look like they're on the up and up. Very, very happy for them. Let's see how far they take it. San Diego at Cincinnati. This game was a really good game. Okay, Phillip Rivers threw a pick to end it, but Cincinnati impressed me. Again, I'm going to go on record. Marvin Lewis is like a fucking dirty butthole man that's always scratching his ass. And he's wearing extra tight khakis, and it really pisses me off. Because if you're going to do tight shit like that, just wear skinny jeans. Just walk around looking like Young Thug. Do not wear tight khakis. I cannot deal with it. And then you're always trying to itch your butt, and then your face look like your ass stink. That's my problem with Cincinnati. But San Diego, this was a tough loss. I know they're 1-1, whatever, but this was a tough loss to take. And Phillip Rivers in the post conference, he tried to downplay it and shit like that. This one hurts. Because when you throw it in the fucking quadruple coverage, Phillip Rivers, and you're having sex with you have 9 kids and you're on your way for your 12th and shit like that because you're expecting triplets. Like, all you're doing is fucking, bro. You got to start focusing on the game. And now sex is starting to contribute to your play. You're fucking too much. You don't got enough testosterone. You got 19 kids with 16 on the way. It's too much bullshit, Phillip Rivers. Put your dick down and start focusing on the game of football. Cincinnati, on the other hand, Red Rocket, bro. Listen. Andy Dalton, you got it done. Look, I'm not going to knock you when you get it done. I'm just waiting for you to fuck up because I know that Andy Dalton is a bum. And he's like hiding behind another guy sometimes, but I know that he's a bum. I know he is. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I just have to sit back and wait. But I'm not going to... Listen, I give them credit. Cincinnati has, for the last 4 years, have had a fucking tough defense. They've had a tough defense. So that's not what the problem is with Cincinnati. The problem is their coach, Marvin Lewis. Because when you look like you haven't washed your ass in 6 weeks and then you want to coach a fucking manly team, that's a problem. But other than that, this was a gut-wrenching loss for the Charger fans. Gut-wrenching. I know it's 1-1, it's early, but they should have won this game. They should have been able... Phillip Rivers had enough time to go down that field and score and win this game. And it didn't happen. Tennessee at Cleveland. Let me just say congratulations to Johnny Manziel. The man stood up, went to rehab, did everything he had to do. He got his shot after the other fucking idiot McNown jumped in the air like Chung-Li in Street Fighter, tried to do a king-size kick and fucking got a concussion. Johnny Manziel stepped up, man. This was a great game because it let me understand that Mariota's a bum burger bitch and that everything was reversed for the fucking rookies from week 1 to week 2. I think that Mariota just wanted to show he was better than that fat fuck Jameis Winston. But other than that, this week to the Browns though, like I didn't expect this. I expected Mariota to come in riding high and to pull something out of his fucking ass cheeks and get it done. He didn't. Very, very simple. He just didn't get it done. It happens. He's a rookie. Things are going to happen. He's going to make mistakes. Shit like that's going to happen. But the biggest story is how Cleveland performed. A lot of people want to see Johnny Manziel do well because of his Texas A&M days. But he showed that he could play in this league. If anything, that's what he showed me. He showed me that he can play in this league. And I like Johnny Manziel, and I wish him nothing but the best. But Mariota, bro, you got to step up to the plate. You got to step up to the plate. You got to be ready to make things happen every damn time, Mariota. Like, bro, you a rookie, I understand, but these are winnable games, man. And I have a problem with that. I have a problem with them losing to the Browns. I do. I really do. You come out, you ass rape this fucking idiot Jameis Rapist Winston, and then you come out here and do shit like that. You got to be consistent. That's the one thing that you guys can knock RG3. He's a bum now, shit like that. His rookie season, bro, you knew what you were getting every game. Cam Newton, rookie season, you knew what he was getting every game. You knew what you was getting every game. You can't play like this, bro. You can't. You got to come out with that fire every time. But like I said, the biggest story is Johnny Manziel, man. I like the story. I like that he manned up, went to rehab, got his shit together, and he's out there playing great football right now. Congratulations, Johnny, man. I wish you nothing but the best. Detroit at Minnesota. Minnesota 26, Detroit 16. They got to fire the coach in Detroit. Jim Caldwell should be fired. Jim Caldwell should be fired just by the way his face looks when he's on the sideline. When he was calling plays for the Baltimore Ravens and they did whatever, the Super Bowl, great, whatever, he was up in a fucking box calling plays. When his face is out there and his face looks like that on the field, I have a problem with that. I don't think he's the coach for the Detroit Lions. I really don't. I think Matthew Stafford is a bum. I think that he has a big arm, but I think he's a bum. And I think that when it comes down to it, if he can't just throw it up to Calvin, he has issues. I'm going to be honest with you. He has a huge arm. Very similar to Jay Cutler. Very similar to Jay Cutler, but I wouldn't go as far as to say that he is a Jay Cutler. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't go as far to say that. But he's a bum. Matthew Stafford is a bum. Minnesota, Bridgewater, Adrian Peterson went off. Congratulations to him. He's coming off of beating his son on the dick or beating his son on the penis. Whatever he was beating him on. The butt area is wide enough to give a kid a spanking without slapping their scrotum. Adrian Peterson, if you didn't know that. AP, aggressive parenting. But at the same time, we have to understand something. I don't see how far Minnesota's going in the North, bruh. In the NFC North, I don't know. You got them Green Bay boys in there, dog. You got to beat on Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Detroit garbage, but I'm just saying you got bruh. You got them Green Bay boys in there, man. Them Green Boy, they don't play that. They don't play around, bruh. Green Bay, man. Even without Jordy Nelson, you got to watch them. But that's a great win for Minnesota. Congratulations to the Vikings fans. You guys had a long time. It was such a bad season for you guys last year. I'm happy to see you guys get a win, man. Especially after that fluke by San Francisco. Now that we see what San Francisco's all about. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Tampa Bay 26, New Orleans 19. Okay, so Drew Brees may be injured. It was a very injury-ridden weekend and a lot of bullshit. I want to apologize to Jameis Winston. I called him a lot of things, namely Jameis Rapist Winston, Jameis Crablegs Winston, a lot of disrespectful things with the Winston. But you came up big. You came up big, man. You stepped up and you got this game, and you got it against a veteran team. When I say veteran team, I mean Drew Brees. That's the captain on offense. That's the quarterback, bro. He didn't make enough plays to win. He's missing Jimmy Graham, and he's just looking like a total dick right now. And that's what's happening. And meanwhile, Jimmy Graham thought he was getting a good deal. He's in Seattle just feeling like shit right now. It's just, it's the way to cook it. You can't always jump on the first thing. You got to evaluate stuff. I know it's about money, whatever like that, but I don't think that they paid him as much as he would have got if he would have just chilled out. You know what I'm saying? He was much more of a useful person in New Orleans because of the quarterback that he had. Russell Wilson throws dots to the defenders, bro. He throws picks on screenplays. Russell Wilson, bro, he got his money, he got Ciara, and now he just doesn't give a fuck, man. I don't know what he's doing. Bottom line is, I'm happy for the Bucks. I still think that Lovie Smith should be fired. Any way he works, I just think he should be fired. Just because of the way his face is, and I don't think he's a good coach. From any way he's been, from Chicago to there, I just don't think he's a good coach. I really don't. But New Orleans has a lot more to worry about with him being injured. With Drew Brees saying that he's injured, that's going to be a big deal. So we're going to look out for that. But congratulations to Jameis Rapist Winston on his first NFL win. And my God, what a 180 that you pulled. ATL at New York Giants. ATL 24, New York Giants 20. Atlanta Falcons, man, you can't defend Julio Jones one-on-one. When the fuck is somebody going to understand that? Stop leaving this man one-on-one. I don't give a fuck if it's Prince Amukamara, Prince this, Prince whatever. I don't give a fuck. Do not leave Julio Jones one-on-one, dumbasses. This is the fucking second week in a row you guys are up by 10 and you fucking lose a game in the fourth quarter. The Giants suck. Tom Coughlin should be fired right now as I'm doing this recording. And Eli Manning, I don't know what he's doing. Whatever, bro. It's like he just folds up. He folds up in the fourth quarter and doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about this shit. But I'm very disappointed in the New York Giants. And that's even worse for the fans. I know fans that are just like, yo, you know what, bro? They need to just fire everybody. Just clean house. Just fire everybody. It's just a lot of bullshit over there that's going on. And Julio is playing out of his fucking mind. He's just playing out of his mind. And that's all I can say about this. He's playing out of his mind. The Falcons are something to be reckoned with, man. I wasn't taking them seriously before the season. Before the season, I thought they were bums. I thought Roddy White needed crutches. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know. They're scaring me right now. I don't know what's going on over there. I know this much. They're going to take the NFC South. I'm going to tell you that much. The way they're playing right now, the Giants, though, on the other hand, they need Victor Cruz back. Odell Beckham Jr. got that big run for the touchdown, whatever like that. I understand that. That's great. They need Victor Cruz and Odell Beckham to make noise, I believe. I think that that's still hurting them. If they had those two guys in their starting lineup, the Giants would be a force to reckon with. And they would have had no problems closing out those games for the last 2 weeks. But it didn't work out that way. And they're 0-2. And Tom Coughlin will be fired if they go 0-3. San Francisco at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 43, San Francisco 18. This was a rape fest. This is when you go to jail and you sag your pants. That's what happened. The Steelers caught the 49ers with their pants sagging, and they fucked them. There's nothing to even talk about with this game. You know, Kaepernick tried to do what he could do. Listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers, James Harrison has to be like 19 years old, bro. He must have drank some, you know what I'm saying, fountain of youth. He played unbelievable. Shazier, all these guys. This defense, they showed what they could do. They demolished the 49ers. It wasn't even that close. The 49ers had like 3 points forever. And at the end, in garbage time, they started scoring. It didn't really matter. This was a demolition. This was like you bring your car in, you want it destroyed, whatever, and it got done. The Pittsburgh Steelers manhandled the 49ers. It was an embarrassment to themselves, to the family, to the birds that was flying around in Santa Clara at this time while the game was going on. They were an embarrassment to even the birds. They were disgusting. They played like shit. I think Hyde got injured. I don't even give a fuck what's going on. They sucked. And people are telling me that's the real 49ers. We'll see, because they played pretty well against the Vikings last week, but it is what it is. From week to week, we see what's going on, but a lot of respect. Mike Tomlin and them boys, Big Ben Roethlisberger, great win. Unbelievable win. You went out there. Antonio Brown is just such a fucking... He just gets... He moves. When you get the ball in his hands in open space, more than likely he's going to score. He's an electrifying player. Absolutely. And Shazier is just so damn fast, man. I feel bad. I know the Pittsburgh Steelers making the playoffs. And I don't know what they're going to do in the playoffs, but that defense, man, they start playing like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But that was a great win by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Congratulations to the fans. St. Louis at Washington. This game pissed me off, obviously, because St. Louis just beat the fucking Seahawks. But we now know the Seahawks are garbage. Washington had no business winning this game. None. 0%. And I remember saying last week that Jeff Fisher's a loser. And people, would tell me, no, he's not, all this shit like that. Jeff Fisher is a loser no matter where he goes. There is no fucking reason that they should have won this game. The Washington Redskins are a shit stain on toilet paper. They should have not won this game. The defensive line of the St. Louis Rams should be embarrassed. They're an embarrassment to the community, to the carpet, to the fucking grass outside. They are fucking horrible to make the Redskins beat them. But then again, like I said before, Jeff Fisher is by far the biggest loser that's been in the league all this time, and getting all this money to do what? To come out there and fucking make the fans want to jump from the top of the fucking balcony? Is that what Jeff Fisher's doing? He's a fucking bum as a coach. And he wasn't the right thing for Vince Young, and I think he contributed to Vince Young's demise. That's just my personal opinion. Washington should have not won this game. Miami at Jacksonville. Miami is another fucking culprit. Joe Philbin, the head coach, he's an asshole. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Miami, but you come out and you lose to fucking Jacksonville. What do you got? Beasley and shit. Beasley Jr., Vic Beasley over there putting in work. Like, bro, you guys pretty much have a veteran team, and you're making this fucking rookie come out there and make you guys look like ass cheeks on, fake ass cheeks on a woman with a low thigh to ass ratio. Like, stupid. You're looking fucking dumb. Ryan Asshill, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what anybody's doing on the Miami Dolphins, but I'm gonna tell you this much. Like I said before the season started, Miami ain't going nowhere. Jacksonville, Bortles and them boys are looking good. And I'm happy for Jacksonville because they've dealt with so much adversity. And for them to pull out a win like this, extraordinarily huge. Extraordinary. Congratulations to the Jaguar fans. Beasley and them boys, good job. Miami, you guys got some thinking to do. Baltimore at Oakland. Oakland 37, Baltimore 33. The Baltimore Ravens should be ashamed of themselves. I understand Terrell Suggs is out. I understand that. There's no excuse to lose to the Oakland Raiders. There's no excuse to lose to the Oakland Raiders. Listen, I got love for my Cali boys, my Oakland, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I understand that the pride you guys have in this team. This team is garbage as fuck. Okay? You got a couple good players. You know what I'm saying? You got a DUI specialist, Aldon Smith. You got fucking Khalil Mack and Derek Carr sometimes. I don't even know what the fuck he's doing, but he showed up this game. That's it. You got like 3 players that are worth mentioning right now. The running back, maybe, sometimes, whatever. You got 3 players that are building your whole team right now. And the Baltimore Ravens couldn't take care of business. John Harbaugh should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself right now. Like, as I'm recording this, he should just be ashamed of himself by putting his head down and just right now, simultaneously, while I'm doing this, just put his head down wherever he's at. Unless he's driving, because that's not safe. He was an embarrassment to himself in the league this Sunday, losing to the fucking Oakland Raiders. I was depressed after seeing the final score, because it's another game that I bet, and they fucked me over again. So go ahead and fuck yourselves too, John Harbaugh. Fuck you guys. You can't pull out a win against Oakland. I've seen it all. Dallas at Philadelphia. Dallas 20, Philadelphia 10. Oh, man, bro. I don't know what to say. Chip Kelly, I don't think Chip Kelly's a racist. I think Chip Kelly just has an enormous ego and he wants things done his way. I don't think he's a racist at all. Do I think he's made very, very bad decisions for that football team? Yeah. Do I think that the offense has no identity? Yeah. Do I think that he's an asshole? Yes. But that doesn't mean that he can't coach in this league. Dallas lost Tony Romo out 8 weeks. Clavicle, whatever the fuck. The same thing that he fractured whatever amount of years back. I think it was a legal hit. It was fine. Everybody's always trying to overprotect the quarterback. Listen, bro. Sometimes you got to take it, man. It happens. It's part of the game. People got to get over it. But at the same time, people have to understand something. The Dallas Cowboys are possibly going to only lose 2 games while Tony Romo's out. I'm going to tell you why. Brandon Weeden is a bum burger bitch, but they have 3 running backs and a very good O-line. That's going to take a lot of pressure off of Brandon Weeden. It's a lot different in Dallas right now. And I've been saying this. The culture is about to change. And if Tony Romo comes back along with Des Bryant and they go to the playoffs, look out for them. They will be the team to beat. Trust me when I know it sounds crazy, but the way that team is built, they can lose pieces and still win. I'm just saying, bro. Jerry Jones got so lucky. I don't know who he prayed to. He prayed to some kind of crazy ass gods. He got so many high draft picks for nothing. Namely, La'el Collins. Crazy. His O-line is so stacked. It doesn't even, bro. They could put anybody behind there. My grandmother could run it for 6. And she's dead. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you right now, like, this is crazy. They're bro. All I'm going to tell you is this. Philadelphia sucks. I had Sproles in my fantasy. They locked them up. That was beautiful defense. DeMarco Murray, this is what I'm saying. In most cases, money buys happiness. But when you care about what you do, it can't. He's a north-south runner. Chip Kelly wants to run it east and west. It's not working. He's playing horribly. And he just looks so sad. But you got your money. So now you got to stay and lose, but you got your money. You know, it's a very, you know, Dallas didn't want to pay, and I understand it. I understand it's a business. He'll never be the same. DeMarco Murray is not going to be anything that he ever was. He's not going to be anything that he ever was in Philly. I'm sorry. Unless Philly brings out the iPro or lets him run from under center, you know, he's not a LaShawn McCoy. He can't break those tackles. He can't move up the field like that. He's a truck run you over guy. I think he's pretty much done. Regardless of whatever happens. With Chip Kelly's offense, I think he's done. Congratulations to Dallas still pulling out the win. And I'm very excited to see what Brandon Weeden does, because I think he's gonna do well enough for the Cowboys to continue to win. And they may lose 2 games over this 8-game stretch that Tony Romo's gone. Seattle at Green Bay. Seattle 17, Green Bay 27. First of all, I want to say Seattle sucks. Second of all, I want to say that this offensive coordinator, Marshawn Lynch's mom, might be right. He should be fired. Then I'm going to say that Russell Wilson is the biggest bum at quarterback that's getting paid that kind of money. He threw a fucking pick to a lineman that was looking at the screen. Like, he's running a screenplay, and this fucking idiot just throws the ball right to him. Like, bruh, I just don't understand what Russell Wilson's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Jimmy Graham was targeted twice, had 1 catch. What the fuck are you idiots doing? That offensive coordinator has to go. You got Jimmy Graham. You got Chris Matthews, 2 big boys, 6'5" and over. And the offense that you're running is completely ridiculous. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. It's horrible. On the other hand, Green Bay is pulling out some good wins. You know, Chancellor means a lot. Chancellor means so much more to this defense than people realize. And even if he signs with them and comes back, he's gonna have to be in a couple practices to be able to do anything. So I don't know. I'm not saying that Seattle should budge on that 3-year thing when he has 3 years left on his deal and he wants to renegotiate, and this is unprecedented. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that you guys are losing a lot more than you think. And some people, believe it or not, I know they got that saying everybody's replaceable. No. In some cases, it's an exception to every rule. Always remember that. Cam Chancellor's the rule when it comes to that Seattle Legion of Boom, Doom, all kinds of boom, room, whatever it is. They are fucking trash right now. Richard Sherman is getting exposed every week. It's just ridiculous what's going on over there. It's a fucking catastrophe and a fucking nightmare. That's all I can say about it. You know, Green Bay went out there, they did what they had to do. You know, Aaron Rodgers, that touchdown pass he threw to that tight end, man, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league. I understand we got Tom Brady. I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers any day. Excuse whatever I said before. I meant to say Aaron Rodgers if I didn't. But I'm taking Aaron Rodgers all day. That motherfucker right there throws dots, and it's just directly to him, and it's it. That's it. I think he's still right now the best quarterback in the league. You guys disagree with me? Let me know in the comments. But I think Seattle is not making the playoffs because they're fucking dumbasses. Unless they right the ship and start targeting a big man like Jimmy Graham all the time. Unless they start doing that, I don't see what else you can do. I really just don't know what else you can do. New York Jets at the Indianapolis Colts. New York Jets 20, Indianapolis 7. Andrew Luck is by far the biggest bust at quarterback to start this year. He's an abomination to himself, his family, the coaching staff, the grass, the ants outside, and cockroaches across the USA. He is a fucking bum. He is so bad. He reminded me of Kirk Cousins last night. He is so bad right now. He is such a fucking bum. I drafted him in fantasy. It was the worst thing I could have possibly done. The worst fucking thing I could have possibly done. The worst thing. He is a fucking certified, undoubtedly bum. Watching the game made me think back to why the Jets would ever even think about getting rid of Darrelle Revis. Darrelle Revis is a fucking monster, bro. He's a total monster. He got stiff-armed in the face kind of hard and was treated like a bitch, but he's a monster, and he deserves his money. He's one of the best in the game at cornerback. He will lock you the fuck up. T.Y. Hilton is fast as a mother. He's faster than that little What was that? Under that riba, that mouse. What was that? A mouse? I don't know what that is. But he's fast. He's fast as shit. Darrelle Revis locked up. For the most part. He got juked out and did some other shit to a rookie, one of the rookie dudes, but that's going to happen. You can't do everything 100%, but he didn't give up anything crazy. Darrelle Revis is probably the best corner in the NFL. Andrew Luck is a fucking bum. He is a bum. He cost me in fantasy so bad. I don't know how I'm going to recover. That's how bad he cost me in fantasy yesterday. The Colts are not going to the Super Bowl. Let's just get that out the way right now. Everybody, oh, Colts. No. The Colts are not going to... The Colts will be lucky to get to the playoffs this year. That's how bad they are. They are fucking horrible. Watching that game, I just wanted to... Oh, my God. Bro, he is so bad. But he did play against two good defenses for the first 2 weeks. But it doesn't matter. He's not a rookie anymore. He knows about good defenses. You got to still make something happen. People say, oh, yeah, those are two good defenses. No. He's not a fucking rookie. He has to make these plays. If Darrelle Revis is locking something up, you got to try Cromartie. You got to throw to your tight end. You got to figure out a way to win this game. Ugly-ass Frank Gore fumbling at the goddamn goal line. They were just so horrible. They were so horrible, man. And then I fucking draft this asshole. This is a catastrophe. I'm just so fucking done. I'm working on right now trying to get rid of Andrew Luck, but I can't because he was one of my high draft picks. So, of course, I got to keep him and deal with his bullshit. I don't know where it's going to go. I'm going to have to pick somebody else up and just do it like that, but I really just don't know. I think that Andrew Luck is a fucking overrated bum bitch that's getting ready to be exposed. That's just my prediction. And if he don't fix it, Chuck Pagano's going to get fired. A lot of people are going to get fired. Because they are playing like shit. Andre Johnson is there. All these guys there, they thought the Colts were going to be doing this. They're not doing shit. They're not doing shit. The Jets look good defensively. Offensively, I think Fitzpatrick should be the starter if that's all they have to deal with. When Geno Smith comes back, I don't believe he'll get the starting nod. That'll be the stupidest thing that the Jets could do. But so far, so good for the Jets. And I really believe when the Jets play the Patriots, they're going to beat them for the first game. I think they're going to win that first game. I really do. I think that they're going to figure out a way to lock Tom Brady up. And, you know, I think it's going to happen. That's how good their defense is. That's how good the Jets do. Offensively, they only have to do a little bit. And I think that Fitzpatrick he's been around the block more than once. He's thrown for a decent amount of yards under the same offensive coordinator, everything like that that's going on with the Jets. It's made perfect. It just aligned for him to get his last hurrah. Because I don't think he's going to be on another team if he don't, after this right here. So once again, they should not bring Geno Smith anywhere near the facility when he's healthy. They have to continue to do what they're doing, and they have to make it work with Fitzpatrick. And I think they have the potential to make some noise in the AFC East. I really, really do. But we have to see. We have yet to see. To close, I think Andrew Luck is the worst quarterback in the league. If you guys enjoyed this commentary and you're into video games, check out my Madden gameplays. I have other gameplays, Outlast, stuff like that for horror games. If you want to just laugh about me trying to be scared at a horror game, follow me on Twitter at GmiasWorld, Instagram, all GmiasWorld, Facebook, on Twitch if you're a gamer and you like to see live gameplays, also on Twitch. And then also you can download the Podcast Box app and get my podcast for free, or you can just get it on iTunes. GmiasWorld is the name. And the Podcast Box app is for people that have Android. You can download that app in the App Store and then just search for GmiasWorld Podcast. Everything is free, or you can just download it for free on my website. Whichever way you want to do it. GmiasWorld.com is the website. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, share it and give it a like. Until next time, this has been week 2 of the 2015 NFL season. One love.